Good day, awesome YouTubers. It is Lyman16 here again for another Dragon Ball Super review. This one is episode 77, the start of the new arc. The Japanese title is Yarouze Zeno-sama Uchu Ichi Budoukai. Let's do it, Zeno-sama, the universe's greatest martial arts tournament. I've never been so hyped for an episode in a long time since the Trunks arc. For sure, this one is a really hyped one, guys, I gotta say, and let's get right into it. So, we start out with a really cool scene of what appears to be planets are being destroyed, and we show a huge figure of a hand seemingly, flicking away and crushing planets, and it's kind of a close-up. It's actually Zeno-sama, the Omni King, destroying planets with ease. So it's kind of like it almost feels really like godlike. I really like that opening. Excellent opening to a new arc. But it's because they add both the cool mystery and hilarity to it. Because in the end it was just Zeno-sama playing around with the other Zeno. So again, really fun stuff there. We get Goku and he's farming, and he's at this, I guess, this town. I guess he's selling his radishes or whatever he farms, I guess, and Goku is selling some vegetables, right, for Chi-Chi, because Chi-Chi asked Goku to sell some of his his crops to a local farmers market. And what happens here is some guy. Actually, Goku's driving, and he's driving, he's back to his pasture, and this one guy asks him for assistance, and so, because his pickup got stuck somewhere, so Goku manages to, move the pickup around and get it back into shape and stuff, and behind his back, some bandits come up and start shooting him, but Goku, easily dodges them, pretty easily. But I will mention here, it's kind of interesting that Goku actually got kind of scratched by a bullet. A bullet hit Goku's arm, while he wasn't looking, and it kind of dinged him just slightly. Nothing, obviously, no blood or anything, but just a really minor scratch. And this will play on later in the episode. So later, Goku goes to his own house. He puts back on his gi, and he wants to train again. And he wants to actually Goten wants to train with him. And Chi-Chi is, her usual spiel where she, talks on about how Goten not supposed to train and all that kind of stuff. And Goku and Goten manage to sneak away from Chi-Chi, and they go away to Vegeta's place, or I should say the Capsule Corporation, Capsule Corp. And Goku and Goten are there, and they meet Bulma there. She's on her, I guess it's one of her many technological pieces. It's like some kind of scooter hover thing. I'm not sure what you call it, but she's there because she obviously cannot walk. Because if you know from my preview and stuff and the spoilers, Bulma is pregnant with Bra or Bulla in the censored dub, and she's there. She's pregnant. Goku notices the big belly, obviously from Bulma. And I forget what happens there, but anyway, later on, Goku and Goten, actually it's Goku, he wants to train again, and so he talks to Vegeta, who's now actually, for the first time in a long time, I think this is the first time since episode 2 or something, that Vegeta shows up, not with his battle suit on. He's with his regular, khakis and a collared shirt, just in his casual wear. He's talking to Goku, and Goku wants to train with him, but Vegeta refuses because she has to take care of Bulma. So that kind of leads to nowhere. I should also mention that Goku, he calls forth Beerus and Whis with the Omni King's button. So I didn't actually think that the button could be used to call other people besides from the Omni King, but it has that kind of capability. So he calls on Beerus and Whis to come train with him again and stuff. And later on in the episode, Goku, he goes to Beerus's castle again, and with some, I guess it's rice cakes or whatever you want to call it. It's kind of rice cake. It's food for Beerus, basically. Goku asked he asked Beerus and Whis about the whole omniversal, tournament that the Omni King wanted to set up, and Beerus is kind of angry for him by saying this. And at one point, it gets to, some tension builds, and Sumitomo does this new soundtrack. I gotta say that there's some couple interesting soundtracks in this episode we have not heard before. I mean, obviously it is a new arc, so we'll see where it goes. But I really like this one. It's a really kind of mysterious. It's another mysterious kind of ominous tune. Beerus, he's doing the whole Hakai thing where he puts out his hand in front of Goku, and before he could, destroy Goku, Goku flips the button in the air, tricks Beerus into thinking that he's going to put it down, and presses the button and goes right to the Omni King's place. So Beerus was fooled out there. So Goku shows up at the Omni King's place, and he meets the Daishinkan, and he talks to the Omni King about the tournament, and essentially Omni Kings are kind of bored, and so they want to hold the tournament that he kind of previously hinted at in the Universe 6 tournament, or the Champa arc, and so they set it up, and so Goku heads back to Beerus' place, and along the way he asked Whis to take him to the Kaioshin realm. I'm not exactly sure why. I think Goku wants to go to the to the Universe 7's Kai place to inform them on the whole tournament. And by the way, credits to Herms for all these translations. I'm kind of just going off of what I know on this episode, but again, big shout out to Herms, twitter.com/Herms98. But anyway, so Goku's at the Kaioshin place. He's talking to the king, the Kaioshin, and out of nowhere, the Grand Priest appears, and he's there, and he discusses with Goku the notice for the what Herms calls the Tournament of Might, quotation marks. It's basically going to be 10 contestants from each universe. We already knew this from the spoilers, and we're going to set it up, and so the Daishinkan is explained to Goku and everyone about when the tournament is, and not necessarily where it is, but they're probably going to explain it at some point. So we end up leaving off with Goku being excited for the tournament. Again, a pretty slow episode here, but that's kind of what it's to expect from these kind of beginner arc episodes. I was actually kind of shocked of how awesome the new intro is, guys. It's really weird. I might do a whole episode intro breakdown, giving you guys the points on what I think is going to happen, who the new characters are, and etc., etc. Really cool opening sequence. I did like the music. We got some new eye catches that I really enjoyed. But the only thing I didn't like in this episode is a minor inconsistency with Goku getting hit by the bullet. I mean, that's kind of like what, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, Goku just easily plowed through those bandits like it was nothing, and he's still a really strong guy. And the only thing I didn't like is maybe the pacing was a little bit too slow, but other than that, good opener, good stuff. We did get to see 17, Ten Shinhan, Muten Roshi, all there, but they didn't say any dialogue. It was just shots of them, basically. So that's what I got for you guys, episode 77. Thank you all for tuning in. Really hyped for next one. I will do a preview, reaction, whatever I'd call it, tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. That's all I got. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay awesome, everybody, and have a good one.